This is Carl, you're Winfield, right?
Yep.
Pronouns he, his?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I'm talking to the right Carl at the Financial Times. Are you confused about your gender? Anyway, let's talk about insurance. The video just quotes him. It shows him saying.
I don't know what the hell the video does. I mean, look, that's just somebody looking at the video. So.
What? He said you can see the subject's. You can see the subject's lips moving. The Financial Times doesn't show subjects' lips moving. You quote people, often anonymously, often on background, often through hearsay.
With being ignorant about what has been going on in California.
Ignorant?
I don't mean ignorant in a negative sense. I just mean that you don't cover property and casualty insurance.
I would love to cover everything under the sun. I investigate everything and anyone. All right. James.
Listen to me. Come now.
I'm listening.
Come now.
Come now? What?
You have a 14-minute video, and then you did two spots. One for Fisher Investments. I thought it was odd to see that in a video.
Does Financial Times run advertising in their newspaper? I see like you have like gold bracelets and shit. Like.
For the wellness company.
And by the way, Alex is on the phone. Alex, are you there?
Yeah, hi, how are you doing?
Hey,
Alex
is the head of Fisher Capital.
I'm the founder and...
Oh, hi, Alex. How are you?
Why wouldn't you know who that is? You've done your research, I thought. Are you ignorant?
My story is about State Farm, not Fisher Capital.
Yeah, but then why did you ask about Fisher Capital in the email?
This is Carl, you're Winfield, right?
Yep.
Pronouns he, his?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I'm talking to the right Carl at the Financial Times.
At least that's what my mother tells me.
Oh, I see. Are you confused about your gender?
I'm confused about social constructs is going into a philosophical argument that has been raging for years for everybody.
Oh, I know. I just saw those pronouns. I wanted to make sure I was accurately describing who you are. Wouldn't want to confuse that gender situation. Anyway, let's talk about insurance. Yeah. I saw your email and yeah, I mean, happy to speak with you here.
So yeah, I saw the video, it's a video. But one of the things that jumped out at me was, why did you single out State Farm? Because Chubb, Allstate, Farmers, other carriers have done pretty much the same thing over the last couple of years.
How do you know I'm not also investigating those carriers? How do you know that? You're making an assumption that I'm not doing it. Well, this is the third video in a series of videos. I've done a recording on Karen Bass. Let me finish a sentence. I've done a recording on Mayor Karen Bass. I've done a recordings of people that work in her office. And now we're moving to the insurance companies. If you have evidence of those vice presidents...
That has to do with being ignorant about what has been going on in California for a long period of time. I don't mean ignorant in a negative sense. I just mean that you don't cover property and casualty insurance.
I would love to cover everything under the sun. I investigate everything and anyone. I investigate all the things.
That's actually nebulous.
Well, it's what I do.
Okay.
If you're committing fraud or corruption, I investigate you. And by the way, State Farm released a statement saying that they're terminating the guy because they said, this is their statement, State Farm responded and said these assertions are inaccurate and in no way represent the views of State Farm. They do not reflect the position regarding the victims.
I know that because I talked to State Farm yesterday.
Okay. So we felt, because...
So I know exactly what happened. I know exactly what the situation is vis-a-vis State Farm.
We felt this particular recording was newsworthy, and that's why we published it. Where is the editorial responsibility in not publishing the story? James,
listen to me. Come now.
I'm listening.
Come now.
Come now?
Look,
what?
The only thing that Hayden deviated from was giving his own assessment in what looks like a bar. It seems like he was talking to some, young woman.
Well, be careful about misgendering. In your email to me, you wrote, the video suggests that this is an indicative of bias, but it sounds like a long-term business strategy regarding the Latin and Hispanic policyholders.
No. Now we can go on to the issue about hiring. So, What is the issue about hiring?
This guy's a character.
Because it appears
This guy's a
that
character.
he is saying that as a strategy, the video rather seems to suggest that this is indicative of bias. Go for it. What's up?
When you say the video seems to suggest, the video just quotes him. It shows him
I don't know
saying.
what the hell the video does. I mean, look, that's just somebody looking at the video. So
What?
You tell me.
I am telling you, it's what he said. You can see the subjects. You can see the subject's lips moving. The Financial Times doesn't show subjects' lips moving. You quote people, often anonymously, often on background, often through hearsay. The video doesn't suggest that. That's what he said.
Now, I urge you to put that into a different context. One would argue that, being fired by a company doesn't mean that anything that you said was wrong.
Well, it is against the law to discriminate on the basis of race, sir. He says he's being biased.
Is he referring to his skin color? Is he referring to, tall people, dark-haired people? Look, really.
I want 2040 workforce. So go not for me, the demographic profile of America in 23, more Hispanic and Latino.
Whatever. He said something, it was, you shot it, it's fine. So, let's talk about this. You have a 14-minute video, and then you did 2 spots, right? One for Fisher Investments.
Fisher Capital, wellness company, sponsoring us. They're very happy. And regarding the case regarding Fisher, they've gotten positive reviews, A+ ratings on BBB.
Sounds good.
And by the way, Alex is on the phone. Alex, are you there?
Yeah, hi, how are you doing?
Hey,
Alex is.
Alex is the head of Fisher Capital.
I'm the founder and...
Oh, hi, Alex. How are you?
Why wouldn't you know who that is? You've done your research, I thought. Are you
My
ignorant?
conversation is with you,
Okay.
not with Fisher Capital.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, that's ironic because that's what you said. That's what I said about the other insurance companies. Don't you want to hear what Alex has to say? He's the head of Fisher Capital.
No, I don't.
Well, but you're a journalist.
Alex, what are you going to say?
Make me comment?
What are you going to say? Or do you want to talk about Fisher Capital? Because my story is about State Farm, not Fisher Capital.
Yeah, but then why'd you ask about Fisher Capital in the email?
I asked
Wait,
James.
are you
I did
saying
not
you're
send an email to Alex.
Are you saying you're not going to publish anything about Fisher Capital?
You know what, Alex? You're jumping ahead of yourself. I don't think that you know what the publication calendar is. But look, I'm a good person. So if you have something to say about Fisher Capital, I invite you to do that now.
Well, you asked me about State Farm. I'm happy to comment on Fisher. But the reason I asked you...
Yeah, I figured you would be.
Well, you didn't even know who I was a second ago. According to...
No.
You didn't even know who I was. So, I mean, it sounds like you've done no research on...
No, I did not. And guess what? This is not my coverage area. So, if you want to talk about somebody, talk to somebody who actually covers this coverage area, that's fine. I cover insurance, property and casualty, which is why I'm having a conversation with James. So, if you have something pertinent to say about this that relates to
I've never seen anything like this.
And also to State Farm.
I've never
I would
seen
invite
it.
you to do that. If you do
Is this
not,
guy work for the Financial Times?
I urge you to send me an email.
Sure. Well, I'm happy to say if any of the clients that are reading the article have a State Farm annuity, we're happy to help them roll that annuity over into precious metals, tax-free, penalty-free, fee-free if it's in an IRA. And they can qualify for up to $20,000 of free silver with a qualified purchase. So if you want to put that in the article... Thank you so much for your time. What does Fisher and the wellness company's sponsorships have to do with the article you're writing, though? That's what I don't understand. Where's the connection there?
I thought it was odd to see that in a video.
Does Financial Times run advertising in their newspaper? I see you have gold bracelets and shit.
For the wellness company. Not for Fisher Investments or the wellness company.
What do you advertise, sir?
Having said that, I think we're done here. So I will invite you to, communicate by email if you have something to say. And also, thank you very much for your time. This has been quite the conversation.
Thank you, Carl Winfield.
I'll be with you.
He
Goodbye.
is. Take care. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I have never seen anything like that.